Welcome to You Are Mia. I'm Dan, and I'm going to talk you through how to set up your first campaign with Mia. This is the landing page for business. To remind you, what sets Mia apart from other advertising platforms is it allows you to get an engaged consumer, which is critical if you want to get a decision and a click through to your website or someone picking up the phone to ring you. And to do that, it's via online word of mouth, getting real people by region, gender, interests and age to share your messages to their friends for their friends to read. And that critical line of sight where your message is seen as a post by a person gives you that word of mouth endorsement as opposed to a sponsored post or a banner. So this is the landing page you arrive on, and you can see that there's already lots of businesses across Thailand that are running this. There's further explainer videos. That's me. It's easy and simple to set up. And the key catalyst in this is to get an engaged consumer, and this will get you your response and a low cost per click rate. So I'm going to log in now. I've already joined up, and I assume you have as well. So you click business here. This will then allow you to sign in. That's an account I've already set up. Okay, so this is your dashboard. This is the hub of where everything happens. And I've already had some campaigns here, so you can see it will show me the history of where I am. And if I want to see how a campaign has run, I can just click here. On the right-hand side, you'll see for this particular campaign, 33 social media users participated. There was my budget in Thai baht, and that was what I spent. There was the picture of my campaign. And then some analytics, who shared my post. And then you can look at an advanced view as well. So this particular campaign, the cost per click was just over 7 baht. The difference between this cost per click and others is the influence that came with that click. Because it was shared by a friend and a friend clicked it, there's going to be far more interest in what that post was. So do check your Google Analytics as well, so that you can reaffirm that users that came across to your website via Mia spend longer on your site and look at more pages. Then reach, this is estimated reach based on the people that shared it. And then there's some further analytics down here. But I don't want to focus on that now, because this is all about how you get started and understanding what you need to do with your first campaign. So you have receipts here. Receipts will also show you if you've got any outstanding money that's still in your account, settings if you want to change some of your details. And Mia Magazine allows you to read some blogs on the subject of influencer marketing, Mia, and marketing in general online. So anyway, I want to start my first campaign. So I'll click Create New and get started. So this one could be, let's put test my first campaign. That's easier. You can then choose what social media you want people to share, which could be all of them. VK is a Russian platform, so if you've got any Russians in a particular region of Thailand you want to target. But for this campaign, I'm just going to click Facebook. So I want people to share my campaign on their Facebook page. Okay, so people, the age, so you can set your parameter here. So actually, I'm okay if someone's 22 and I'm looking at expats. So expats right up to the age of 75, in fact, 80 years old that have joined Mia. I don't mind what gender they are, the region. Okay, I just want to target people in Bangkok. So I type Bangkok and let's and in terms of the interests, people that like restaurants, health and fitness, and marketing and travel. You can choose up to 4. And I'm going to target English speaking users as opposed to Thai language. Click next step. Okay, so now I've got to set my budget. So Your Mia is telling me that it's matched with 203 users that are registered with Mia that could share my campaign. That's going to cost me 7,868 baht. And the estimated reach, if they all share, is just over 71,000. This is an overview here of what I set up in the first screen, and I can choose either all influencers or top influencers. The difference is top influencers are people that have already rated very highly on Mia and I know will generate really good results for me. And if I click that, there's 26 people and that would cost me 1,638 baht. But I'm actually fine with any influencer sharing my post. And here's where you can set how much you want to spend. So let's just say 90 influencers I want to share my post, just over 3,000 baht. I want my campaign to start today and run for 3 days. Now, the duration's important because it could be quite time critical. If you're a restaurant and you have a promotion finishing in a few days, you don't want users sharing that afterwards. So I'm going to leave it at 3 days. And then there's a message for influencers here as well. So this is perhaps your opportunity to tell them a little bit about your business, or thanks very much for sharing my post. So I'm ready to move on to the next page. Now I've got to set my campaign up. So there is a default image, which will be the Mia one, but I'm going to run my own campaign. So I'm going to upload a campaign image. I'm going to use this one, and you can just set your size of your image like this and position how you want. Headline: get more customers with youaremia.com. And I put that in, and you'll see this on the right hand side will show you what your post will look like when users share it. Now I need to find a link. So you go to the top here, and I know I want to use my business landing page for YouAreMia. So there it is. So then you copy your URL. Could be a Facebook page, could be a YouTube channel. You may have a particular landing page as well. Might be your restaurant items, your promotion item page. That's down to you, but do consider what landing page. And then supporting text: cost-effective advertising in Thailand. You can put a number of options here, which will change that there, but I'm actually happy just to go with that message. That's what my post will look like. So I'm going to save changes. You see how it's very simple. That's it. My campaign is ready to go. So then I would process payment. So I'm happy with that. I click on process payment. Then I can put my details in here. Now, because in my settings, I've already put my tax ID, it knows I'm in Thailand, and so it applies the Thailand VAT and withholding tax. So I'm actually going to pay 3,604. I click pay and start, and it then also generates a receipt here, which I can download and use when I do my accounting. I'm not going to click pay and start, so we're going to go back to campaign. And then basically my campaign will be in review for a Mia administrator to check that it's all good and passes our rules and regulations. And then we'll email and connect with all the right influencers to share your post. And then remember, as your campaign finishes, we'll send you an email and tell you it's finished. And at any time, you can have a look at how your campaign may have fared in our analytics board and advanced view. You're going to get good results. I really urge you to try. Consider a strong message. Good luck, and see you next time from YouAreMia.